I know. Hi, it is me, Sailor Mini Moon, Rainy, or Little Moon or Small Moon, and today we're going to talk about how it snowed. Now, I know some of you folks will be like, oh, big deal. It snows in the winter time. Yeah, we haven't gotten any snow that covers anything. We may have gotten a dusting here and there, and there's always going to be someone out there who brings up world heating into everything, because there's these folks that say, well, they say something like, oh, well, in the past winters were cold. Well, that's true. Winters were cold and are still cold. And then they go, oh, well, now since of world heating, you get cold winters, but sometimes it's warm some days and cold the others. Um, they're going to say, oh, it was never like that before. Well, there were many winters in the past, and for whatever grounds, no one kept a reckoning of them. The forgiveness is that they didn't know how to keep a reckoning of them. Well, even if that's the forgiveness, why is it that only reckoning of how cold winters were go back to the 8 between 100 YLs? Before that, no one was keeping a reckoning of it. No one knew how to do it. We weren't wise enough then to know how to keep a reckoning out of how cold winters were. Oh well, that's not the ground of the film. The ground of the film is that so some winters you get a lot of snow covering things. Is cover an English word? I don't know. Anyway, in some winters you don't. And everyone gets that on world heating. Then, then when you got your summer supposed to be hot, they guilt that on world heating. Well, you can't have it both ways. Winters are cold and summers are hot. Anyway, that night isn't really the grounds of the film. It's just me bringing this little thing up. So we got some snow. Was it a snowstorm? No, those are always bad, and those are bad. But we did get some snow. All right, it need be not enough to go out and do any snowman or snowwoman making, if you're into that. It need not be enough to do any flooding if you're into that. But it probably would be enough to get your yard covered a bit, the sidewalk covered a bit. Um, and some folks might, and a lot of folks like to always bring up world heating into it. I mean, it is a thing, but to say how bad it is or how unbad it is, that's not what the grounds of this film is about. So, this year we got a dusting, which I guess you should be thankful. You know, some folks that should be thankful because they could have been snowstorms, at the end, unlike back at the end of 2020 YL, and also in the beginning of 2021, the beginning of 2021 YL, and also towards the end of 20 in the beginning of 2022 YL, where we did get our snowstorms and our covering. So I guess this year you folks should be thankful for that. Um, well, I am happy that we did get some snow. Like I say, it's probably not enough for you to go out and make a snowman or a snowwoman out of it, if you're into that thing. Some are not. It might not be enough to get any wedding done if you're into that. And it need be not enough for any learns, withdrawal and outlets and withdrawal learns to either be shut down or to have their days put back a bit. And speaking of that, back in the day when you got your snowstorms or when it was, you know, or when it was, too cold, your learn would do one of the two things. There would be, oh, well, it's bad and we can't run, we can't do it at all. Or we'll just lean it back a bit and hope that everything gets good at whatever time. You know how that was like, and it probably still is a thing. You know, um, but the snow here is probably not going to stop any of those businesses from doing what they doing that. You know, and underneath Gaver and Reich law, learns, withdrawal, and outlets have to do 152 days of learning. Means they got to teach folks everything from starting from the ninth month into about the 6th month, and then they got to make up those days that they weren't doing that. I don't know. They may have shifted it by then. Well, they may not. I don't know. So anyway, we did get some snow. It might have been not enough that to make driving bad or anything. It wasn't a snowstorm, but we did get some snow laying here. So gild it on world heating if you want to. Say, oh, Lucifer making world heating happen. We should have not got we got a whole bunch of dusting and now it lays a bit. Yeah, and it's not like winter's over. You still got the 2th month, and some of the 30th month to get through. So anyway, if you like this film, then follow me over here at Salem Moon for Life. Watch the last film I made yesterday over here, where Sailor Neptune talked about something. You know, I, Sailor Mini Moon, or Small Moon, or Little Moon, Reenie, and I'll see you later. Bye.